How to plot y equals x squared. There's a lot of ways to not get it plotted correctly, and there's a lot of ways to plot it that are very inefficient or not good ways at all to do it. So having banged around a bit with Mathematica, you should pretty well stick to the techniques that you're going to see here. First of all, if you got a basic idea what you want to do, you would go to the documentation and type in graph. When you do that, you could actually get the job done with this graph command, but it's not what you want to use. It's a general graphing function, and the best place to start with a lot of Mathematica tasks, if you're not sure what the keyword is probably not the help system. Where you'd be much better off starting usually is with a Google search. So Mathematica graph, and you'll probably turn up some examples. And when you do, what you will see as you look here is that the word that pops up a lot is plot. So if you just take the first thing you can find here, oh look, the keyword is not graph, it's plot. And here's the syntax. And syntax is all important here, as with any computer program. So capital on the plot, you don't get a choice whether that's capital or not. Look at the rules of Mathematica on the back wall of the classroom. Square brackets, you don't get a choice on that. Capital on the sign, you don't get a choice on that. This is the syntax, this is what you have to know. You don't have to memorize it all, though. There are ways to get Mathematica to help you out with that. So this is just a web page, so I'm going to get rid of the web page. And now that I know that what I want to search for is plot, I'm going to type in plot. And why not just take the basic first thing I find here, plot. And there's the syntax. Notice capital P, square bracket, close square bracket, a function, and then this is the range. X goes from x min to x max. That's the basic format of this. The easiest way to do this is just grab a chunk of code and paste it in there. Hello world, can you give me a plot? There we go. There's a plot. You can see that you can change the plot range here. You could certainly change, this could be, I would guess you would add in x squared. I will probably be, instead of going x shift caret squared, I will be using control caret, because when you do control caret, you actually get an exponent looking thing. So x squared, and let's go from -2 to 10. And there we go. If we wanted to change the color of the thing, there are some things you could do down here. If you wanted to label the x and y axis, you could label the plot. You could label the x-axis as time and the y-axis as position or something of that sort if you wanted. That's probably not what we want to do. You can, of course, you can grab the corners and drag the image. So if I wanted this to be red, something that you're going to usually want to do is simply open this palette up, the Classroom Assistant palette. And when you do that, you will get, it will be expanded. You'll want to close the whole thing down until you get just to the basic commands. Here's the basic function commands, the basic equation solving commands, the basic calculus commands, the basic matrix commands, list commands, 2D plotting commands, 3D plotting commands. What we're doing till Calc 3, we're using the 2D plan, the 2D plotting. So the slickest way to do this is with the Classroom Assistant, because if you look here, there's style. You know, there's grids. I could put grids on there. I could put axes. I could put a box around the whole plot. I could the plot range, domain range. I could actually cut this thing down to fit whatever scaling I wanted to if I use the range commands, but right now let's go for the style commands. Notice when I click on the color style, that's the syntax. It would take a lot of work to figure that out if you're trying to guess, but you don't have to guess. All you have to do is be in the line and click, and you have automatic insertion of a template where you want it to be. So I'm going to say color red, and tab over and make this DA. I don't know what it is, dashed it till, there's the hint. It's dashed. Okay, we'll take dashed. Enter. There we go. Red, dashed. What if I wanted to constrain this between let's say 0 and 60? There must be something I want to do. I think it has to do with range, plot range, y min and y max. Okay, why not? Pasted that in there. Let's go from -10 to tab 40. Okay, there it is, rescaled. It's as easy as that. Let's cut this off here so it doesn't get too long.